be a dumb bee, dumb bee. Don't be a dumb bee, dumb bee. Don't be a dumb bee, dumb bee like me.
Welcome back to Don't Be a Dumb Bee Like Me, episode 6. Today's episode is baby steps to getting your life back. And in my book, I really do talk about baby steps. You know, we can't just jump into this new life. You have to put a plan together. You have to really work on that. One, I deserve happiness. I'm putting a plan together, and how am I going to become happy? And what are the steps I'm going to get there? So today, it really is to just woosah and let's start planning our baby steps to getting the life, the love, the happiness we deserve as human beings on this planet, in this incarnation right now. Let's go. Listen, you don't need a massive plan. You really, really don't. You just know what's your next big, brave next step. What are you going to do? Are you going to figure out how you're going to save more money? Are you going to figure out what's that next move, where you're going to live, how you envision? You know, I get back to our spiritual journals or journals we write in. It's first start with the vision of where you want to go. And I'm telling you guys, manifestation, we're all talking about that now. I believe in manifestation. I am an example of it. Trust me, sometimes, we think we're going to go on this path and we go on that path, but it's about the movement. I get back to that saying in World War Z. Movement is life. If you just take one baby step, I'll give you a really good personal example for me, working out. Like I wake up every morning and I either hike or I go work out in a workout class. And I'm going to talk about workout classes because I have a community of women I work out with. And, I'm not a girl's girl. I don't have a pack of girls. I mean, I have lots of friends, but point of it is I do work out. I train with a whole bunch of women with my girlfriend, Karina, and her crew at Mo. And I just love it because it's like my girl time. I come in, we work out, we sweat. Everybody's working on their bodies. I can hear what everybody else is going through. And it's like a community. But let's getting back to having a plan. And I think part of the plan, and my next segment, I'm really going to talk about working out. I'm really going to get into why working out is so important when you're trying to get yourself together and get your life together, just like a therapist. It's like having a team, but you have to take baby steps. So maybe the first baby step, I'll tell you, one of my first baby steps besides working out was getting back to therapy, getting back to my therapist that I could actually go sit down to and talk to her and say, am I crazy? Am I seeing this right? What I'm going through, what I'm feeling, I'm scared. I'm about to change everything in my world because I'm dying and I deserve happiness. You need that sounding board. And if you can't afford a therapist, there's call sessions. If you can't do therapy, there's cheaper therapy. You have friends, somebody you trust that you can talk where you're going and what your plan is. And are you going in the right direction? Because let me tell you something. We can all complain about our lives. I could complain right now. I could tell you, like, I don't have this, I don't have that. This is hard, that's hard. I'm running a new company, a new music company at my age. And it's hard because it's a new game. It's a different game when I was in the business. So I'm learning all the new stuff. But I have to learn it or I'll die. The company won't survive. So we have to have our sounding boards. We have to have our safe people that we trust, that we talk to and really get into what's my next move? Am I doing the right things? I need help. And it's okay to say you need help. Why am I doing this podcast? To help anyone who went through the same kind of trauma, who don't have a sounding board. You can reach out to me and say through my social media, say, hey, I need help. I'd love to talk to you. I'm literally going to set up sessions and do community outreach, and you'll be able to come on live. I'll be on live where we talk about this stuff as sisters. So you're not the only one. That's next. And why am I being vulnerable and putting this out here? Because I know Others need this. I talk to people all the time who go through stuff and they don't have anybody. They're embarrassed. They don't want to tell family and friends what's going. I was embarrassed when I was going through my trauma. I didn't want people to know I was a dumb what? A dumb bee. You know what I mean? It's embarrassing. It's heartbreaking. I was being completely an idiot because I was scared. And we all go through it, but we need help. That's what I'm here for. I am putting my business out in the streets to help others. I'm at the point in my life where I feel good enough about myself to say I was a dumb bee. I'm not a dumb bee anymore. We all make mistakes, but I'm working on myself out of it. And I worked myself out of the heaviness of what I went through. And part of the reason I'm not really getting into detail of everything, because I have a crazy ex. Well, I have two exes, but I have a crazy ex, one of them. I won't say who. And, he's going to hear this and just be like, oh, I'm going after her. But, I was talking to my lawyer, and he was saying to me, if you're telling the truth, he can't come after you. So I am speaking my truth. I would love to give in the details. When I do the live stuff, like when I do the live forum, I will really tell more in depth of my personal story, it's just anytime anybody hears it, whoever went with me, they just can't even believe it. And I can't believe it because I was that dumb chick that got in it. So trying to overhaul your life in one move is how we burn out, freeze, or get stuck. What saved me were tiny, unsexy, consistent baby steps. Today, working out. I got up this morning. I didn't feel like working out. I was sore. I'm like, consistency. Consistency is how you change things. And I got up and I went and worked out. And yes, it was hard, but I'm proud of myself because for me, my working out, my baby step of working out helps me mentally because I do have a lot of stress on me when it comes to work and running a company and et cetera, et cetera. But you got to make a list of your baby steps. And that's really what I want to talk about. What do you want next? What steps can you take to get closer? Get into therapy. Get a life coach. Get a girlfriend that you trust, that you can talk to, that has your best interest, that understands where you're at. Get a friend that can help you through it. And you got to get out of bed. You got to stop feeling sorry for yourself. You've got to stop. The narrative can't be, look what they did to me. No, own your shit. If I'm strong enough to write chaos in my life, I'm strong enough to write it out of my life. Believe in your stuff. Get your journal. Start writing what you want. Start really in your head. Look in the mirror. I want you to get up every morning and look at yourself in the mirror and say, I love me. I forgive me for my mistakes. I am working on me to be a better person. I'm grateful to be right where I am because each morning I wake up breathing. I have a chance to do better in my life for me, the people I love, and to help other people. But I have to help me first. There's a saying, and you've all heard this, you go flying and there's like, if there's something happens in the plane, you put your mask on before you put the mask on your kid, because if you're not alive, you can't help your kid. And that's the truth. You have to save yourself first before you can save anybody else. And that's how we got in these dumb bee predicaments anyway, trying to change someone, save someone, help someone. Oh, I can give you as much love. Let me see what I can do to help you. No. Everybody is responsible for who they are, who they wake up, and how they treat other people. I don't care what age you at. Little kids are still learning it. But when you grown, you responsible. So if you're not a good person and somebody's a good person, it's not your responsibility to make them a good person. It's their responsibility. Your responsibility is not to take that shit no more. Your responsibility is to say, hey, there's a line in the sand and I'm not taking it anymore. Own it. Take baby steps. Once I took one baby step, then another. I started building momentum. I call it the 1% shift. 1%. You can't do that? You can do that for yourself. You can get your ass out of bed and take one step in the mirror. This one tiny shift you can make today gets you 1% closer to what you want. That's all I'm asking on this right now. Just this tiny movement, these baby steps. I used to always say to one of my life coaches in music business, who's one of my best friends. So, I talked to him a lot about, I'm going to call him out, Rashad. Roe. Roe is kind of like my music business life coach, but he's actually been my life coach, one of my best friends ever. We work in the music business together. I signed his group. It's a long story. He's around me all the time, but he's really helped me through. He's like one of the calmest people I know. And he's really helped me through all my ups and downs in my music career, my personal life too. And always there for me listening. And I always tell him, I'm just going to make a baby step. And he's like, you don't make baby steps. You make giant steps. You. And for me, they are baby steps. But it's funny he says that because we all have our own trajectory. So my movement and your movement is different. But I had a pile of shit on me. I went from being $400,000 to $500,000 in debt. I was homeless for the most part. I got kicked out of my home, even though I owned a home, but I get kicked out of my home that I had to keep paying for because, the lies that were told. And, eventually I got it back, but I had to fight tooth and nail to get it. The court system finally came through, but that's a whole nother story in divorce. We're going to talk about divorce too. But I just didn't know where I was going, how I was going to get out. But because I took one baby step, things started opening up for me. Things started clearing up. I'm truly here to tell you that when you make the right movement towards your destiny of being happy, the universe, God, listening, not being afraid, because God got you. The universe got you if you're not afraid. I promise you. Once you start that movement, things start showing up to help you. People, events, flowers, stars. And this is not woo-woo. This is pure truth I'm giving you. Because I've lived it and I'm still living it. And I want you to know that once you do that 1% shift, that baby step, the next one is easier. I'm going to give you 3 baby steps to work on. Number 1, mindset shift. I don't have to fix it all. I just have to move forward. Forward motion. Simple as that. Body shift. Move your body even for 5 minutes. Your energy will flow. Move your body. Do something physical for yourself. Go for a walk in the neighborhood. Swim. Something with your body. Stretch. Yoga. Working out. Hiking. Whatever thing you like. Especially something that you love that you stopped doing would be great too. Communication shift. Say one truth out loud to yourself or someone else. Communication shift. I demand this. I am happy when I do this. I'm going to make sure I do this. A communication shift. These 3 things help me get back in control. Not all at once, but little by little. And that's how you start getting your life back. Mindset shift, body shift, communication shift. Sound easy, right? If I can do it, you can do it. Give yourself permission. You don't need a perfect plan. You don't need approval. You don't need to be ready. You just need to what? Get started. Yes, get started. So here's your permission slip. Take the damn baby step from me. Let's go. Here's your call to action. Here's your challenge. Pick one thing today that honors your peace, your power, or your purpose. That's your baby step. Write it down, say it out loud. Most importantly, do it. And if you want help, you reach out to me and I'll help you. It's funny, I tell my son that all the time. I say to him, don't talk about it, be about it. And that's what I'm saying to you. That's what I've had to say to myself. I wanted my podcast. I wanted to give back. I wanted people to know my story. Don't think I'm not scared. I'm human. I'm like, I'm going to tell on my business. But I know this is important because so many people go through toxic relationships and lose themselves and can't find their way back and are miserable and unhappy and give up on life. And I'm sitting here saying, you don't have to. You have the power within. We really do. You're not broken. You're rebuilding. One brave step at a time. I'm so excited you're here. And don't forget to hit the like button and start following me on Don't Be a Dumb Bee Like Me. So pick one thing today that honors your peace, honors your power, and honors your purpose. Take your baby step. Write it down, say it out loud, but most importantly, do it.
Don't be a dumb bee, dumb bee. Don't be a dumb bee, dumb bee. Don't be a dumb bee like me.